Hey guys, this is Intuitive Anthony doing another YouTube video. I decided to do story time. This story time is going to be all about famous people I have met. Okay guys, this story time is about famous people I have met. And you know these horror stories of, fans or people who see somebody famous and they're almost like in a paradox where they're like, I know this person. Oh my God, is this really who I think it is? But then they always come back with the story of I met this person. They were absolutely a monster. They were the worst person. They had the horrible personality. They were really rude, disrespectful, just really arrogant. Um, because when celebrities want to be seen, they portray themselves as being sweet, kind, loving, but really we've all heard the stories of who they really are when there's not a PR campaign at play, or when they're not trying to get you to buy a product of theirs, and they're not trying to make money, or they're playing nice because it pays to play nice. My story, I met the rapper slash actor slash whatever. So you already know how I feel. The the rapper and actor Common. I met him in New York. Me and my friend were in American Outfitters in New York, and we were in there shopping around. And Common comes in to the store. He immediately goes over to the section where the shoes are lined up on the wall. And I told my friend, I said, Tyreek, that's Common. And I said, go see if that's Common. So he was nervous. He wouldn't want to go over there. So he was like, Common. And Common didn't turn around. I was like, I know I ain't crazy. I'm very headstrong like that. I'm a Leo. So I walked over and I tapped him on his arm. I said, are you Common? And he looked at me, and then he looked at his arm like, ugh, I can't believe this peasant touched me. And immediately my face went, I was like, fuck you. That song you did with Macy Gray sucked. He was so rude, condescending, and just his overall like disgust that a mere mortal touched him. It's like, bitch, you ain't shit. Your music sucked. Those ass ghetto poems you be writing, nah, they're not hitting. And remember he tried to come up with that song Ghetto Heaven with Macy Gray. Sorry, Macy Gray didn't take off either. And he never did either. So they tried to push him into acting. He was in a couple of, he was in John Wick, I know that, and he was in a bunch of other movies that nobody really cared about. Or at least if they did care about the movies, they didn't give two shits about him. But he was as awful as those stories about people meeting celebrities as they are. He was just as awful. And I was like, you don't have to worry about me wanting your autograph because that song you did with Mr. Gray sucked. I don't want your autograph. You ain't nobody. But apparently that contract that he signed in order to make, I guess the devil's trying to meet up to his end of the deal. Like, okay, in exchange for your soul, I will give you this amount of success or you'll make this amount of money. Well, the music career didn't take off, so what did the devil have to do? He had to recalculate and reorganize his finances and move him into the acting field so that he can get a couple bit parts just so he can kind of push that number up to the point where his contract is valid and he can obtain that soul. I don't think it'll be too hard because from what I've seen and from what I observed when I met him, he's an awful human being. He sucks. The only other celebrity that I have met, okay, there was a concert where this was during the time in the 90s when SWV was popular. Okay, so they did a concert. I don't want to say where at because I don't want to pinpoint my location for, because there's some unsavory, kind of cuckoo people out there. And I do have strong opinions about a lot of different things. So I don't want to narrow down my location just in case there's some undesirables out there. But the only other celebrity I met was the lead singer from SWV. After the concert, it was kind of a meet and greet where the celebrities are, in that nice realm, you know what I'm saying? Because it's either for public appearances or to get you to fall in love with them all over again. So after the concert, people were leaving, And the people who stayed around, security came out and they were like, okay, and we're gonna let you, touch hands with the celebrities and stuff like that. So during this time when SWV was popular, remember she had those long, long fingernails. And in the video, they were just like Dracula's nails. And I think during that time, it was a big trend for girls to have really long fingernails. So all I saw was the colors on the top of them because they were beautifully painted all the time. And I remember I remember the conversation that we would have when, the group was at its peak. And those nails, they was like, how in the world could she wipe her ass with those fingernails? And I was like, okay, it's kind of blunt, but not untrue. Like, how does personal maintenance come in with these claws, these talons, basically? So security had people separated, and one by one, we could touch the lead singer's hands, which is Coco. So I was small and, quick. So I kind of shimmied my way to the front. And the security had everybody else at bay, and she reached out her hand, and I touched her hand. And you have to be really careful how you touch them because of the nails. And when she did like this, I was able to look underneath her fingernails. It's one of those things where, have you ever seen the Crypt Keeper's fingernails? Or the hands of the Crypt Keeper in Tales from the Crypt? They were very beautifully painted on the top, but underneath they were brown and they had rings on them, like zombie nails, or it's because basically nails and stuff like that. That's just all dead, cells are basically dead cells and stuff. But they were really brown underneath. They were really like they looked gnarly underneath the bottom. So I touched her hand, and when I got a load of them, I just kind of like easily backed away, and it kind of horrified me because they were so pretty on the top, but they were Night of the Living Dead underneath. That was the only second time I, was able, but it was, I had to step out of the way, and the next person had to come up and get a chance to touch her hand. And that was the first time I had seen nails that were real. They were all real. They were not fake. They were real. But underneath, they looked very, very bad. But on top, they were painted very, very pretty. Which doesn't surprise me why she eventually got rid of them. But I didn't get to talk to her one-on-one per se. You know what I'm saying? But Common, I spoke to him face to face, and he is just the biggest ass as he comes across. Like, he may pretend to be a decent human being, but he's an awful human being. So I wanted to do this story time, guys. If there's any celebrities you have met, put it in the comment section below because I'd like to get a assessment because I have an idea of the real nature of celebrities because I feel that they're kind of bloodthirsty. That like case in point, Wendy Williams, she looked like she sold her own mama into slavery if it would get her a couple $1 million more. Her moral compass is really, really low, and it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. And I can discern a lot of things, and she's not a mystery by no means to me. But if you've met any celebrities, was it a good experience or was it a bad experience? I'd like to know. Put it in the comment section, guys. Do not forget to hit the notification bell, guys. That way you'll be updated with content because round the clock I'm coming out with content. Now that I got my new like laptop system and all the bells and whistles are working, and I spent almost $1,000 on this laptop. I don't have to worry about it not doing what I needed to do. I really want to hit the ground running with these videos. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe, guys. I will be back with more content, but I want to know your experience. Have you met a celebrity and were they nice or were they mean? Hit the comment section below, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Peace out.